Okay, my name is Geraldo. I am from Venezuela. All the country in South America is speaking Spanish and no English. Um, I don't have problem with that to do my career in my country. I speaking very well about the themes, the pilot themes, aircraft or whatever, but I need to learn a lot more about the idiom in the day by day, every day, and learn about the culture for the US too, because it's very different to our culture in South America. Yeah, in my recent time when I was flying in our country, I was flying in two companies in the same time. In this company, the name is Conviasa, is the airline in our country, and the other job is in the skydive school, and I was flying with their Cessna Caravan. And for example, every week, I was flying the Embraer. On the weekends, I was flying the Cessna Caravan. Is very complicated because they are two different planes. A lot in the procedures, in the operation, the size, the weight, the speeds. We are here is because in our country we can't live anymore for our safe, for the bad political scene and economic too. And the most important thing for our daughter, for her future, and maybe here we will do that, or we will bring her good things, good studies, good school, university. In one sentence, a good life for us.
I think it was the next to the last session that I got Gerardo's biography, and I thought, ooh, a pilot, he must be smart. And I was right. It was not a hard guess. And you can't become a pilot without being a good student. And so he's carried that over. We were working on his resume. It's like, oh my God, he's got close to 4,000 actual flight hours, and he's captain of this and captain of that and commander and co-pilot. He's flying. He showed me a picture of the cockpit it was in. My God, it was like a full jetliner, and he's in the uniform, and he looks tough. And I quickly learned this is a professional man.
Mr. Bruce, he was very a great person for me and my family, because hold on.
That's okay. Is it emotional for you?
Yeah. He bring me the opportunity to talk with his friend. He's a lawyer, a pilot. It's the same with him. And I had the opportunity to fly again in the last September with him.
And it just so happens that I had a friend who's a lawyer and a pilot. And that was one of the most glorious experiences because Gerardo's going around the plane and he just knows what to do. And I said, what's he doing? And I'm making sure there's no water in the fuel line, of course. And Vince, who was my friend, they took off, Gerardo, Vince, and Gerardo's sister, who was like a little schoolgirl, flying with her brother. And on the way back, it was Gerardo who was flying the plane. And Vince came up to me and he said, smoothest takeoff and smoothest landing ever. Because along the way, it wasn't just about learning how to speak English more fluently. It was understanding that this country would be privileged, I think, to have this family here as granted asylum seekers and then as citizens. I know that if he ever flies an airplane that I'm in, I will be safe. So it's been a privilege, not just with the English, to listen to him get more fluent, but to see his life advance stage by stage, because these are hard workers, all of them. My ultimate goal is to be a passenger on his plane taking me and my wife and son to Hawaii. That's my ultimate goal. And I am not kidding, because that will mean a lot of things. That will mean that he's made it, that he's found his career. Yeah, I want to be on the plane, first class if possible. Because it will. I'm only kind of kidding, but I want to. I've seen him in his pilot's uniform in Venezuela and on Venezuelan airline. I want to see him in an American, and I don't think, one of the things that Gerardo only hinted at was his reason why he had to come here is being a pilot, commercial jet pilot in Venezuela under Maduro became very dangerous. And it's part of the reason why his asylum was granted is doing what they required of you to do, even if they were things that morally, you can't do. And Gerardo is a very moral person and would not do the things being asked of him. And he had to get out of there for the sake of his safety and his family's safety. So to see him flying for an American company where that is not even anywhere part of the equation would mean a lot. He's doing his career not in fear would be very important. Sometimes Gerardo is tired and he's overworked and he's frustrated and he comes to the lessons anyway. And he tells me about his day. And I remind him that this is a phase. He's working towards a goal and he knows this. So he's gone from one difficult job to another. He does it for himself. He does it for his wife. He does it for his child. And we have seen him get better jobs. We've seen him fly an airplane. We've seen him work really hard to do the asylum process and get the asylum. And now there are people out there that want to help him. Everything he has done has been through his hard work.
I'm feeling better with the idiom. I'm feeling more fluent every day when I need to speak English here.
We celebrate their successes, cry their tears, because they're just excellent people. So we're friends now.